Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Ollie. Thanks for being here, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe below and let's get right into it. So the Squid Game right now is literally it has surpassed Bridgerton and is currently the #1 most viewed show on Netflix. Like #1. So I don't know how, and it's just so interesting how like it's literally like the opposite of Bridgerton. Bridgerton was like all about love and love and fashion and just I don't know, everything good. Everything good and romance. And the Squid Game is like dark. It's darkness, killing, sadness, and just unhappiness, honestly. But so right here I have like top 10. I know I have 5 hands, but my top 10 reasons why I believe the Squid Game became so popular, or is so popular on Netflix. So #1, it shows the wickedness of humans and how evil we can get with circumstances. Everyone has a price, and you'll be surprised what you'll be willing to do when that price is named. And even just in general, like I don't know if you guys in psychology class, if anyone went through this in psychology class, when there was this study that was done, and so pretty much they had actors, and the actors were behind the window, and the real people who were the subjects, like they told them like, if you press on this, it will shock them. So it started out small, like you press on it, the actors will act like they're being shocked. So as they increase the shock level, or as they were being told to press the button, they'll press the button and then the person will get shocked. And they were told to keep increasing it, and they kept increasing it. And the people kept getting shocked even more. There's different pressures that will bring out the dark side of us, Literally, it says the heart of man is deceitfully wicked. And, we are all fallen creatures, we're all fallen humans, we're all fallen beings, and we just need the right push, to take us to a very dark place, pretty much. So #2, everyone knows one childhood game played in this movie, and it's just so interesting how like they turned like very innocent, happy childhood games, memories into life or death, gruesome, eerie situations. And it's just like now I can't think about Tug of War without thinking about people literally falling to their deaths. I can't think about red light, green red light, green light without thinking about the Squid Game. #3, we love rooting for the underdog. And everyone in that Squid Game, they literally were individuals who were down on their luck. So down their luck? Down their luck? Oh my god. So there were pretty much individuals who were down on their luck and were willing to do whatever it takes to survive, do whatever it takes to come up. And no one likes kicking someone who's already down. And everyone there was literally, they were all down, they were all underdogs, they were all literally just at their weakest, at their most desperate, just waiting for a miracle or just something to happen to help them out of their situation. And this was just that case. So literally everyone there was an underdog, and just us as people, human or whatever, we love to root for the underdog. We love to root for those who are down, and we just want to see them have a win in life. So #4, the timing was just perfect. Like I think at this point, something like this happening is not that far off. Like with this past 2 years we've lived in, with the kind of things that's happened, like nothing is going to surprise us anymore. And I would not even be surprised if this is currently going on, if the Squid Game is currently going on right now somewhere. Like we've heard some stories about islands and just predators and just some interesting things that's happened in real life. So a lot has happened, and shows like this is not fantasy anymore. Like there's realness in some of them, because we've heard about it. and we've lived through some very interesting dark times. So number 5, we understand how money can drive people to do some very bad things. You know, like people are willing to do some stuff for money, and it just comes back to that thing where like this is very relatable, and it's not that far off. Like people are willing to do some crazy things for money. Number 6, more people are becoming open to international films. So, and it's funny, even Money Heist right now, that's one of the most watched series on Netflix as well, and it's an international film. So again, I think I take this back to, you know, just last year, 2020, where there's something about last year that just caused, it just kind of like, you know, made everyone one. The same thing was, we were all experiencing the same thing everywhere, and it just kind of like made even our little wall a little bit more open, you know, where we're just more open to seeing things outside of 4 walls, or, you know, wherever we are. And I just feel like that's why even now, like, you know, more people are just more open to international films, like African films, Indian films, like just Asian films. People are just more open. Spain, like people are more open to non-American films, and we just even see that with the ones that's reigning right now. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why the Squid Game did so well, because a lot of us are becoming more open to international films. 7, the characters are all interesting and not one-dimensional. And I just like that about the characters. Like there's no saint. Even one of the main characters, like he is no saint. Like he's a gambler, he's a horrible father, he sucks at making decisions. And each of them, they all have their flaws, they're all flawed, just like we are, just like, you know, real people are, like real humans. Like no one is a saint. We all have our bad and we all have our goods. And just even with the characters, like depending on the situation, you will see the humanity in them, and depending on the situation, you will see the beast in them. And then 8, the start was not expected. Like they go right in with the killing. Like when they started playing the red light, green light, and half of the people were killed, I did not see that coming. But what that did for me, like that pulled me in, like, because even so, I watched the Squid Game before, like, I started seeing it all over social media. And you know, when I saw it on Netflix, I was just curious, like, okay, what is the Squid Game? And what it ended up being was not what I expected, you know, but it pulled me in, and I was so, like, from there, like I went right to the next, you know, after that I went right to the next episode. But what they did that was so good is that they pulled you in, and then once they got you, once you got, you know, emotionally invested in the series, they then go right into, you know, breaking down the different characters and just, you know, like giving you more of their backstory. And I think that was such a good play, because if it had started with the backstory, I might have gotten bored and not, and probably just have, I might have gone bored and then just not finish the series. But like with how they started it, they get you hooked in, and I was just left wondering, are they going to come back? What's going to happen next? You know, who's going to win? Who's going to die? Who's going to make it to the end? Number 9, it's an interesting depiction of life and its unfairness. And because if you just, even with the pool of people that they have, like you have people who gambled their money away. You have people who were in gangs or owing money. You have people who went back, you know, bankrupt on their business, and you have people who literally, like, the debt that they have is not even theirs. It's because of family situations, it's because of medical bills, it's because of just things that they were not a part of. Like it wasn't their decision, you know. So you have people who they themselves were the reason why they're in debt. They themselves were the reason why they're where they are. And then you have people who it wasn't even them, it was just a card that life, you know, dealt them. Like it's not even something that they did. They're not, like, you know, they didn't mismanage money. They weren't gambling. They weren't, like, you know, they weren't scamming people of money, but it was just that it was just a situation that they found themselves in, and they were all just like, you know, all dumped together. And it just, to me, that just shows like, you know, just that unfairness of life. And it's back to that thing where like, it's something that we all can relate to. And then also, to me, the ending was just so unpredictable. Like, it was so unpredictable. Like, I'm just so unexpected. Like, the person, like, you know, the person I don't know, just the reveal, like, you would never think this person was the one who created this game. You would never think it was them. So like that honestly, that to me was that was so good. Like you don't see that coming, you know? And even just the ending, like it wasn't, I think just that the ending it wasn't a happy ending. And I think that's what makes it so special too. Like the ones who lived and the ones who died, like it was a bad ending for everyone. You know, the person that got the money, like they were also miserable, and they didn't even like use the money. They didn't take the money. So it was literally a bad ending for everyone. And I think that's what makes it so good, and it just makes it more real, because in life it's not just always just happy ending. It's not always happy ending. And just even how it ended was just, the ending itself, it was good. And it reminds me of like Marvel ending, where like Marvel movies where the ending literally gets you excited for the next one. And with this one, the ending gets you like excited, you know, for season 2. Like, so let me know your thoughts below. If there's things I didn't mention, please let me know in the comment section. Again, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.